good, folks? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. This is Tyrus Bain. Welcome to the definition of anarchy, where today on Saturday, what is it? May 15th, 2021. I want to talk about a panel I participated in on Irene Yvette's channel just recently, today. Now, most of you guys are not going to know what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I cover on this channel. But every now and then I'll hop on Irene Yvette's panel to discuss certain things. And today I tried to do just that. And it went left. Okay, it went left because a woman. You know what? What's WYM? Oh, okay. You were there. So this is what happened. Cynthia G is on the panel. Okay, Cynthia G is, what is she? She's like, I don't even know what to say what she is, but she speaks on black topics a lot. She talks a lot about black men and this, that, and the third, and how they're not cutting the mustard and doing what they're supposed to be doing. And you know what? For the most part, I agree with her. There are not enough black men stepping up to the plate. The majority of black men do seek white acceptance. They do seek white validation, this, that, and the third, right? And, I'm not one of them, right? And so this is the thing. What happened was she asked the question, why don't black men go through the court system to get things cracking for black women, right? Why don't black men go through the court system to get things cracking for black women, right? And I was thoroughly confused by this question because for the most part, she wants, I guess she wants black men to step up and handle their business, right? To protect black women and cherish black women and this, that, and the third. She thinks that a lot of black women have worship black men, this, that, and the third, and all this other stuff. And I was very confused by that question, right? Because she said that, well, I wasn't confused. She said that there have been cases where black men went through court in order to have dealings with white women, you know what I'm saying? Like loving and all this other shit. And, she was wondering why black men didn't go through the court system to deal with, to do things for the betterment of black women. And, I went on the panel to answer the question and to talk about other things. But what happened was a week before, there was Irene tried to get a panel together where she wanted black men to say how they could step up to improve the black community and only speak on black men, and how black women can step up and contribute and do things for the black community and only speak about black women. And, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure I saw Cynthia G in the chat. Okay. Number one, I think I saw Nyla and Cynthia G in the chat. So I was like, okay. But now when you guys are on this panel talking about what black men ain't doing, right? And I wasn't offended by it because I agree. I agree with what she said 100%. Black men aren't stepping up to handle their bid not. But is it just black men? Isn't there some things that black women can do to improve the plight or the condition of the black community? And I thought that was interesting. I wasn't mad. I wasn't angry. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like, oh man, she didn't join the panel last week. Oh my God. No, it wasn't like that. I just thought it was interesting because I don't get emotional with this stuff. They thought I was getting emotional, and I'm gonna tell you why. What's up, what's up, Xander? Shot Killings in the house. Now, Irene knows me, right? Irene knows how I rock. She knows I don't get emotional. You know what I'm saying? I might get passionate, right? But what they're perceiving as emotional is me not motherfucking kissing her ass and bowing down to her. That's what she wants, right? And this is why I say she suffers from cognitive dissonance. Though she tried to challenge me about what the word means. And then when she used it and tried to say that I had cognitive dissonance, she used it in the wrong context. Talking about, oh, you have this certain belief, but that's not how the world is. That's not what cognitive dissonance is. Cognitive dissonance is the individual with the cognitive dissonance holding two opposing beliefs at the same time. It has nothing to do with what I believe should happen and what's actually happening in the outside world. That's not what cognitive dissonance is. If I believe that we should be living in 100% anarchy, then that's a true belief that I have. I don't express beliefs or anything that will go against that, with my own thoughts. Just because there isn't anarchy doesn't mean that I'm suffering from cognitive dissonance. Right now we're living in a dictatorship. We're living in an authoritarian system. I believe that we should be living in an anarchist system. That's not cognitive dissonance, my friend. So you use the word in the wrong context, Cynthia G. Cognitive dissonance is holding two opposing beliefs at the same time in your own brain, in your own mind. Big Mike, what's up? I'm just talking about this very strong, beautiful black woman, Irene Yvette, she's on point with hers, and she had a panel. But anyway, something that you guys probably don't even know about. Some of you do know Irene Yvette. But look, this is the thing. So let me get to what happened. She asked that question about the court, and y'all know me. y'all know me. When it comes to this system in the government and politics and the justice system and this, that, and the third. So when she asked that question, I'm like, well, she said, anybody on the panel? She tried to change shit up a little later on. She said, anybody in the chat or on the panel, answer the question. Has there been any case where a black man has gone through the court to get things cracking for black women? And I was on the panel and I was in the chat. So to me, that applies to me. Anyway, so I was like, I really don't. I said, I don't care about, but she wouldn't let me finish my thought. She starts going on, oh, well, what you doing up there? Blah, 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 blah. Starts yapping and yapping and yapping. And I'm like, yo, I'm not, what you think this is? I'm not just gonna sit up here and let you talk over me and interrupt me and think I'm gonna just let you roll with that. So I told her, you can't listen and talk at the same time. Because if you're not listening, then you won't hear the point. You're just gonna take the one little thing that you heard and run with it and start applying your own bullshit to it, which is what she did. She started saying I was saying this and saying that. No, you can't say what I was saying because you wouldn't let me finish my question or finish the answer. You asked a question, right? And then I was going to give an answer. Just because I didn't answer it in the way you wanted me to, which, all right, just a yes or no question. First of all, you didn't say just a yes or no question. You didn't say that. You tried to say that after. It's a yes or no question. To me, it's not just a yes or no question. I was going up there to bring a different perspective. The perspective of an anarchist, right, who believes in a voluntary system, right? I'm an anarchist in ideology, but I believe that we should be living in a voluntary system, which means this is basically what a voluntary system. If it's not voluntary, it's coercion, right? So that basically sums it up. So I was going to bring that perspective, but because she was so triggered by me saying I don't care, she took that to mean well, I don't care what you're talking about. That's not what it was. That's how she took it because she was triggered. They tried to say I was triggered. No, I wasn't triggered. But y'all know me. I'm not about to sit up here and just let you talk over me and like Cynthia G has the tendency to ride roughshod over people because she has this what she believes is a strong presence. She's a Leo, so she has to assert her dominance. And it ain't cracking with me. It ain't cracking. Number one, no one can dominate me. Anybody that knows me growing up, anybody on the YouTube streets, I cannot be dominated. I'm not looking to dominate other people because I believe, just because I am an anarchist, I don't believe in rulership. Dominance is a form of rulership. Now, I believe in leadership. Leadership Yeah, I believe in leadership. Leaders don't ask to be led, to be followed, though, right? People just organically follow leaders, right? That's what they do. But she's trying to assert her dominance over me. It ain't cracking. It ain't popping. So she was triggered. Just because I won't let you assert your dominance over me like you do with everybody else and all these other dudes, don't mean that it's cracking with me. Let's get that straight right now. I can't be dominated by anybody. You understand what I'm saying? I can respect you, but if you don't deserve that respect, you ain't gonna get it because you were disrespectful. Oh, you didn't answer the question the way I wanted you to, so I'm gonna talk over you if you don't care. Blah blah blah. Let me finish my thought. See, that's what cognitive dissonance does to you. It discombobulates your brain because you're introduced to things that your brain synapses can't fire properly. Your connections, your neurons can't connect like they should. You got me fucked up. Guess what? It's my live. I can cuss. Anyway, she got me fucked up. So I wasn't just gonna let her have me fucked up. I was telling her, you can't listen and talk at the same time. You don't know what I was about to say. You don't know what you're talking about. You ain't about to just do this, do that, and the third. It ain't happening. Now, I have mad respect for Irene Yvette. She said, well, you can't talk then, and you can't talk. It's not your panel. You don't dictate that. You don't have the say. You can't determine who can speak on Irene's panel. She might give you the floor a lot of the times. She has that respect for you. And guess what? I respect that. But it don't work like that. So I was like, Irene, if Irene wants me to shut up, I'll shut up. So Irene broke in and tried to explain to Cynthia. She couldn't even let Irene Yvette finish talking. Tried to explain to Cynthia, yo, the definition of an anarchy is an anarchist. So he doesn't believe in going through the system to get things done. And that was my point. That was, well, he did that. And then she couldn't even let her finish. This is the point. This is where the cognitive dissonance come in. Because you want black men to step up and handle their bit knot. You want them to step up and be the leader and handle their business and get shit cracking for black women, right? You want them to have this level of independence and leadership. But you want them to go through the system that oppresses us to do it? You're asking, yo, why aren't y'all going through the system that oppresses us to seek freedom from oppression and keep black women from being oppressed? The same shit I say about protesters. So you're gonna protest. When you protest to your master, you're asking your master to stop, you're asking your oppressor to stop oppressing. You're asking them, yo, please, can you stop? No, it don't work like that. That's what my point was. That was my point going to be. I don't care about the system. What I care about is going about another route, seeking that independence, breaking away from the system, and gaining some form of autonomy, some self-sustainability, so that you can then start talking about, okay, how can I get shit cracking for my black women? That's how you do it. Just because, and then her thing is, oh well, black men did it for white women. Okay, did they not? Yeah. So she figures she can run her mouth all she wants about a subject, about a topic, yap, blah blah blah, all this shit, right? And a lot of it, like I said, I agree with. But when I answer the question, it has to be a one word answer. Fuck out of here. I don't know. It ain't cracking like that. You can't have a productive conversation like that when you're the only one running your mouth. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. But I'm triggered, right? No, I'm not triggered. I'm not triggered at all. And then, of course, you got people in the comment section. Well, you can't really see the comment section when you're on that panel because it's live. It's what you call that, StreamYard. But the thing is, people are in the comment section telling me I'm triggered. I show my true colors. What are you talking about? You don't even know. You don't even know me, right? If you were on if you were actually a subscriber to my channel and know what I be talking about, you would not say that. You would know that I don't submit. I don't submit to anybody that's disrespectful. When you ask someone a question and they're trying to answer the question and you cut them off because they didn't start the answer the way you wanted them to, Guess what? You're being disrespectful. You don't deserve my respect. I don't care if you're a black woman, white woman, a purple dragon. I don't give a shit. You will not get my respect if you don't respect me. I didn't come up there to respect you. I mean, to disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing, Irene Yvette. I got mad love and respect for you. But as many times as I've seen Cynthia G on your panel, I agree with a lot of what she says about black men. But the way she tries to have conversation with the subject of her ire, right, which is black men, guess what? Black men are the objects of her ire, of her anger. When they come up there and try to have a conversation, she gets mad disrespectful. You can't have a productive conversation like that. She won't get anywhere with a real black man like that. That's why she don't see real black men. You understand what I'm saying? That's why all she sees, that's why the majority of the dudes she see ain't shit. Because that's what she's looking for. That's what she places on people. She projects that onto everybody, all black men she come across. Well, guess what? I'm built different. I'm a man apart. I handle my business. I'm just not the type of dude that you've ever come across before. And that's okay. I got a beautiful black wife. I got 6 beautiful black children. My wife, she don't gotta work. I handle my business. My wife ain't gotta work. She homeschools our children. I'm a provider, a protector, and a penetrator. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to fuck her name, Sarah Lena. You understand? So you got me fucked up. And there are many other black men just like me. And guess what? I'm not gonna, if I want to get shit done for my people, I'm not gonna go through the system. I'm trying to break apart from the system. I'm trying to separate from the system that is oppressing us to improve us. Oh, somebody got deleted. What had happened? Who got deleted? Or who got timed out? Y'all know how I feel about timeouts in deletions. Oh, who's Adam Courier? No, let him speak. I don't care. I want to see what he has to say, Xander. No, y'all, if you're my mods, y'all know I love freedom of speech. So I love free speech, and I don't want anybody to be censored. So unless they're spamming, let them talk. What did Adam Courier say, Xander? So this is the thing. That's another thing that I wasn't triggered. It's like, I believe in freedom of speech. When you ask me a question and I don't answer the way you want me to answer, and you cut me off, that's censorship. Cynthia G believes in censorship because I'm not the only person she does that to. When people disagree with her, or when she says something that she disagrees with, she'll cut you off, start running her mouth, and talk over people. That's what she does. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Just because you say make great points doesn't mean that you can just, let other people speak too. You're not the only one that has something to say. Not your panel. I know you and Irene are tight, and you feel like you can you got that level of you can run shit over there, but I'm not going to acquiesce to you and submit to you. I'm not even submitting to Irene when I ask her, does she want me to speak? But it's her panel. It's her panel. She put the panel together, and if she wants me to get off the panel, I get off the panel. It's not up to Cynthia G. Got me fucked up. I love that about you, TDOA, Shabbat Shalom. Yeah, because y'all know me. I don't give a hot damn. As long as she's bald, bitter, and unattractive, she will always cry and moan about brothers. Wake up, bro. Spirit of justice. Who you talking about? Who you talking about? Wait, snap. You was on Irene Live today? Yeah, I was, James Millich. But I was up there on her panel as TDOA, as the definition of anarchy. He called Cynthia G synthetic, which is a term people Yeah, I mean, it's because they hold. I get it, but I mean, I believe in free speech. You know, now we can correct him. Like, how does he know Cynthia G synthetic, right? Like, because they think you disagreeing with the way Cynthia acted is the time to just no. I don't believe in disrespecting people as they do in other channels that are about. I get it. I understand. Gusto was good. Adriano Stafford. She's the bald eagle in Taz chat. Oh, okay. Look, it's not cool to y'all know me. The ad hominems is not necessary, right? It's not necessary. But Xander, like I understand that you don't want people launching ad hominems in my chat. I agree with that. But instead of deleting them, right? I would like to address it and correct it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about launching ad hominem attacks at Cynthia G. I'm not about that. I mean, I haven't really seen her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But this is the thing for me. Cynthia G, it's her ideas, or it's the way she comes across that I have an issue with, right? She can come across any way she want to come across, right? She can't. She has that ability. She has that right. She can address things any way she wants to address it. But guess what? If you do that, be prepared to have someone respond to you in kind. You understand what I'm saying? I never say shit in a certain way without expecting somebody to come at me with the same energy. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. I said, I don't care about that because how did you want me to say it? Because I don't. What do you want me to say? Well, Cynthia G, this is how it is. And because, no, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to say I don't care about that because I don't feel like we should be going through the oppressor system to get shit done for our people. And what I mean by our people, we can talk about black people. We can talk about the proletariat. We can talk about the people that want freedom, the people that don't want to be oppressed. That's what I was getting at. We need to look for a different route. We need to buy land. We need to buy land. We need to develop that land as a people. We need to, all that shit without the government as much as we can right now as it stands. I'm a realist, right? I understand that the government is going to be all up in your business no matter what. But you can minimize that, right? There are certain states where you're not going to get property taxes, or there's certain instances in which you're not going to get property taxes, right? Like if you're a veteran with 100% disability, boom, you buy land in certain states, you don't get property taxes. That's your shit, right? Some states you can't be on the grid or be off the grid. Some states you can. So look at the states that you can be off the grid, or that you have some redundancy system that can kick in if the grid goes down. You won't need to be on the grid, right? You can't go to your oppressor. You can't go to the system that oppresses you and seek some form of freedom or some form of empowerment from your oppressor. They're not there for that. They're not going to give you that empowerment, right? They're not going to empower you, right? So you have to operate independently or tear that system down to the ground. If there's no oppressive tyrannical system, you have to tear that system down. You're not going to win trying to go through the courts. It's a bureaucracy for a reason. There's all that red tape for a reason. It's there to discourage people from even trying to get shit done. So you have to operate independent from that. That's what I was getting at. Stop looking for dudes. You want black men to step up? Stop looking for black men to step up that want to go through the system to get empowerment, to empower black people as a whole and empower black women. But you want black men to have some level of power and stand up and fight the oppressor and this, that. You can't do that by going through their own fucking system. That's where the cognitive dissonance comes in, because you're holding two different beliefs, two opposing beliefs at the same time. You want black men to step up, be powerful, and take care of their business and protect you. But you're looking for them to go through the system that oppresses them to do that. You can't do that. That's cognitive dissonance. That's the correct context for that. It's not, oh, I believe in anarchy, but there's no anarchy right now. That's not cognitive dissonance. That's just a reality that opposes what you want it to be. I want there to be anarchy. I want there to be a voluntary system, but it doesn't exist right now. Not here, not where we're at. That's not cognitive dissonance. Man, you mess with the wrong one. But I can't express that on Irene Yvette's channel because, you know, I don't know why. I can't even speculate as to the intent or the motive behind it. But she didn't want me to get it off. She you know, she felt like she wasn't there for that energy. I understand. That's you, that's your channel, that's your panel. She felt, I don't know, maybe she felt like I was on some trickery because I was going to say that you weren't there. You didn't join the panel when we were talking about what we can do as black men to help improve the conditions, or as black women, and only black women. If you can't bash black men in that instance, you have to talk about what you need to improve in. You didn't join the panel for that. I just thought it was interesting. I wasn't mad. It was an interesting observation. It was an observation. It was no anger. There was no triggering going on. None of that. None of that. And Irene Yvette, I think you know better. You know I was not triggered. You know how I roll. I don't get down with the triggering. That, like, nothing, you can't trigger me with that. But if you ask me a question and you're cutting me off because, well, what? You don't care? That's where the cognitive dissonance gets you discombobulated. He don't care? And so you're going to go off? You know what I like to do? The only people I kind of do that with is my family, because they sometimes they get on my nerves. That's the only people that can trigger is my family. But if I'm having a discussion with somebody and I feel like they about to say some stupid shit, I'm going to let them say that stupid shit. Cynthia G, that's a tactic that you should use. If you think somebody's going to say something foolish or idiotic or dumb, then let them say it. What are you interrupting them for? Why are you talking over them? If you feel like you're intellectually superior, or what you have to say is intellectually superior, then let them say what they have to say. Let them say it. Let them get their whole point across. And if they come across as stupid, ignorant, foolish, naive, then it'll come out in that during their fucking point. That's why you can't have a productive conversation. An echo chamber is not productive. That's what you want. Cynthia G wants to operate in a echo chamber. That's not productive. You always need a dissenting voice to challenge what you have to say. If you feel threatened, if you don't want to be challenged, if you don't want your points to be challenged, then you want to be in an echo chamber. Because every time somebody challenges your points or challenges you, you go off. And you think you're doing something spectacular, or you think you're doing something that's intellectually blossoming. Like, no, you're not. You're just running your mouth over everybody else, because some people have that ability to just run their mouth and talk all over people. And people that believe that they can do that, they think that they're some type of a debating genius. That's not debate. You're not debating at that point. What you're doing is you're running off at the mouth. You know what I'm saying? And because you don't know how to be challenged. I'm gonna challenge you if I want to. If I feel like what you're saying, if I disagree with what you're saying, and I'm on a panel and I'm in a conversation, I'm going to say it. That's what it is. You know? But I'm triggered. Oh, he's triggered. What am I triggered by? What triggered me? Oh, that Cynthia G wasn't on that previous panel? No, that didn't trigger me. It was an observation. I was like, she wasn't on that panel. No. What do you think? Y'all, you see, Cynthia G thinks she's used to dealing with little boys. I'm not a little boy. I'm not triggered. I'm going to stand on my nuts if I believe in something and speak my speech. That's what I'm gonna do. Stand on my nuts and speak my speech. From whatever perspective that I want to. See, I was bringing a different perspective that fucked your brain up. That's what happens with people with suffering from cognitive dissonance. Let me see what y'all saying. I've been running off at the mouth. Oh, that's what they call her. Okay. They call her because she's protected. Got it. James Miller said it's not best to beg the oppressors for acceptance. It's best for them to go out of folks' way and then let them. Yeah. Using Cynthia's name in your live stream is going to attract certain people to come over here. Oh, that's fine. Who think of other races of women are better than black women. So correcting them doesn't work. I get it, man. I just, I don't believe in censorship. Because they think you're disagreeing. Yeah. I understand. Some people can't be reasoned with, and it's all good. Women can be uber emotional. They can be. Yeah, the gift of blab. Exactly. That's all it is. The gift of gab ain't nothing but blab. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me. I stutter and shit and, all that. Because I don't have the ability to just, verbal diarrhea and all that shit. Like, I just don't, right? But anyway, that's what I wanted to say about that. No disrespect to Irene Yvette. Irene Yvette actually deserves respect, you know what I'm saying? Because she's honestly more objective minded than Cynthia G. Irene Yvette has the ability, she's open-minded, she's like, because she has moderators that don't believe in what she believes in. Like Irene Yvette actually does not believe in an echo chamber. And I don't blame Irene Yvette for not wanting me on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't feeling it that day. She wasn't feeling it today. So she didn't want that energy. I get it. And I wasn't trying to bring that energy. I was just saying, I don't care about going through the system to get shit done. Let's talk about another way. Let me bring a different perspective. But guess who really did bring that energy? Cynthia G brought that energy. You're directing that at the wrong person, Irene. Cynthia G brought that energy that you didn't want because she couldn't simply let someone finish their thought. And you saying that, I wouldn't have brought you up if I knew you were going to talk about, what happened last week. That's fine. That's cool. That's fine. But that's not the first thing I brought up. I didn't bring that up. You asked me a question. And at that point, when Cynthia G did what she did, I wasn't even going to bring that up. I wasn't going to bring that up because I knew where it would go. Because Cynthia G you can't have a real conversation with her if you're opposing her thoughts. So I only brought it up because you asked. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be real. I'm going to say, well, part of the reason is because I thought it was interesting. I was going to say how I thought it was interesting that they didn't join the panel last week, but now they're here. And, if they were offended by that, I can't help that because I just said it was interesting. I didn't say I was mad about it or I had a problem with it. I just thought it was interesting. I like to observe things. I'm you know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. Cynthia brought that energy. You might want to talk to her about that. I know you're not. I don't know. But that's what it is. I'm always speak my mind. I'm gonna speak my speech. I'm gonna say what I have to say. And I don't really care what people feel about it. Because I wasn't disrespectful. I didn't come up there cussing you out, cussing people out. I didn't cuss her out. I didn't call her a child because that's what she was acting like. She was acting like a big baby. Yes, she was. She was acting like a child. Because I have children. I have 6 of them. And that's how my oldest daughter acts. That's how my oldest daughter acts. She's 11 years old. When you say something that she doesn't agree with, she'll talk over you. She don't want you to say nothing. She starts getting, you know what I'm saying? That's how she acts. And I deal with my daughter the same way I deal with Cynthia G. I'll tell, look, listen. This is what it is. In this case, I told her she can't talk and listen at the same time. Of course, I have to change it up a little bit because she's a grown woman. I'm not saying that she's immature, but she has immature-ish ways. Period. Simple as that. I don't know how you feel about it, but as a man who has daughters and a grown wife, and a wife who's in her 30s, and my wife is very mature, and knowing all the women I know, yeah, that's very, she's acting like a baby. Oh, you didn't dance the way I want you to, so don't mean to poke fun, but that's how I was hearing it. So I had to address it like that. You can't talk and listen at the same time. Sometimes you have to keep your mouth shut and let people say what they have to say to get the full breadth of what they're trying to say. Period. I'm always keeping on 100. That I don't know no other way. Leadership and rulership are two different things. Exactly, Jay with open eyes. Cynthia G's a little dictator. She wants to be the rule of the roost. You know what I'm saying? In the panel, like she wants to be that dominant. No, it don't work like that. When you go on a panel to have a discussion, everybody needs an opportunity to say what they have to say. It just so happened she didn't want me to have the opportunity to say what I had to say because I didn't answer her question the way she wanted me to. Very, very, very counterproductive and immature. People who use language that is anti-black shouldn't have a voice on a channel that is against anti-black. I agree with you. So whenever I see certain language or certain terms, I'll block them on other channels. I get it. But again, let's expose that ignorance. Let's expose that stupidity and put them on blast. That's what I want to do. I want an opportunity to see what they're saying so I can put them on blast and expose their ignorance. People speak about how the image of black people is a problem, so blocking these people is the least we can do. Anti-blackness shouldn't. I hear you, but I'd rather, like I said, it's better to expose them for their ignorance than to hide it, because they just, you know what I'm saying? This is how I feel about it. Adriano Stafford, that's what's up, man. I appreciate the love. The problem is that we shouldn't be teaching tolerance for no, it's not tolerance. It's not tolerance, right? It's not tolerance. What it is, like I said, you're exposing the ignorance. You're not tolerating it by, what? What'd you say? Oh, what? This is what I got to say about it. If somebody says some ignorant, stupid shit about black people, guess what? I can address it if I see it, and I can correct them, and I can make them look stupid. I can throw their ignorance back at them. That's more important to me than hiding it. You know what I'm saying? But I hear you, man. Much love, brother, man. Thanks for keeping it 100. Hey, man. That's why I'm here. Anyway, that's all I got. Like, share, subscribe, whatever you got to do. Irene, much love and respect to you. Much love and respect to you, Queen. But yeah, your girl, she, I don't know. I don't know what to say about her. But I am not going to sit up here and let her just, ride roughshod over me because she has a way of speaking that, is dumb. No, I'm not rolling like that. You know what I'm saying? If you ask a question, let them answer. And if you feel like they aren't answering it properly, if you feel like they're going to say something stupid, then let them say what they have to say. And then guess what? You can say what you have to say and make them look stupid. Make them look dumb. But to sit up there and cut somebody off and talk over them as they're trying to speak and make their point. Come on, man. Irene, that's counterproductive and it's silly and it's amateurish. It's very immature. Very, very, very childlike. And I'm gonna stay on that. So I mean, feel how you feel about it, Irene. You know what I'm saying? Feel how you feel about it. But I don't roll like that. I don't roll like that. You ain't about to sit up here and disrespect me. Cut me off when I'm trying to say something, and I'm gonna just sit there. Okay, Cynthia G, you're right. No. No. All right. Much love to you guys. How you doing, Marcy T? Rewatch the thingy. You know, I gotta get out of here, get ready for the farmers market. Much love, people. Peace.